After days of back-and-forth tariff hikes in the escalating trade war between the United States and China, Beijing has announced what it says is its last increase on all U.S. goods. Duties will be raised from 84% to 125% on Saturday, matching those imposed earlier by the Trump administration. The announcement came after Washington clarified that levies on Chinese goods were set at 145%. Beijing says any further increases by U.S. President Donald Trump will be ignored because the abnormally high tariffs violate international trade rules and common sense and will become a joke. The statement also said the levy of 125% means American goods will no longer be viable in its market. The U.S. and China trade goods worth about $700 billion each year. Analysts say tough times are ahead for businesses in both countries.
Well, it's an enormous blow. I mean, I really think this is hurting U.S. business as well. Of course, hurting Chinese too. But remember, there are 73,000 U.S. companies invest in China in the last several decades.
President Trump says he believes a trade deal with President Xi Jinping is possible. Chinese officials say the door remains open for negotiations, but on certain conditions.
If the U.S. really wants to talk and resolve these issues, they must stop putting extreme pressure on China and acting recklessly. Any dialogue must be based on equality, respect, and mutual benefit.
Although there's no sign of imminent talks with the U.S., President Xi met Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez on Friday. He called for the EU and China to work together to defend globalization and oppose what he said were acts of bullying. Xi will host EU leaders for a summit in July. China has been pushing back on what it says are the Trump administration's attempts to isolate it. It's been working to expand trade ties with countries in Europe and in Asia. Next week, President Xi Jinping will make official state visits to Vietnam, Cambodia, and Malaysia. His message: China is a stable and reliable partner, and other countries are not. Katrina Yu, Al Jazeera, Beijing.